Every day is a choice. A choice to show up, to motivate, to inspire. Fantastic is not just a word. It's how you live. Positive people wear fantastic apparel. Wear how you feel.
I'll have that stuff ready to go. Probably within the 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I'll have plenty of apparel on there that you can purchase at a very reasonable cost. But you can wear fantastic anywhere because it's fantastic.
Well, I'm definitely living fantastic. Welcome back to the ZarleyBroz, episode 8. I'm Charlie Zarley.
And I'm Scotty Zarley.
The OG PTC.
And we got Mr. Fantastic himself, David Littlefield, back for a second week.
AKA Mr. Fantastic.
Mr. Fantastic.
Mr. Fantastic.
Well,
Tell
we're...
Reed Richards.
Yeah.
What?
Uh,
I didn't catch that.
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic.
Oh, the Fantastic Four.
yeah, Mr.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards.
I'll join him.
But I'm pretty sure he could take him. He's real. And we will be putting a link
Yeah.
to either the store or to Mr. Littlefield. We'll actually probably put your email in the bio of this video.
That'd be
so
great.
if people want to talk to you more about hospitality, they can get a hold of you, correct?
Absolutely. I would love that. I'd love some feedback just from what they're saying.
And hopefully there might be some people that watch this that want to come speak to their unhappy employees.
Yeah, there's a lot of opportunity there. You kind of wonder how big of a place I would need for just speaking to negative people.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, how big of a room would we need if you say, let's get all the negative people that work in the industry together?
How many negative people do you think are willing to admit that they're negative people?
They won't show up. That's right. Yeah. That was always the thing. It was mandatory for the teams to be able to go to one of my programs, which I did literally 6-hour programs every other Tuesday. So probably 1,500 people went through it back in the day.
Oh, wow.
The ones that were negative, they had a hard time showing up, but it was mandatory. So they sat in the back, all the way in the back. So I could always tell the negative people in the back. Hi. So
That's where I usually sit.
well, I know. So that's why I said it. No, quite honestly, you want to reach people.
Mm-hmm.
You have to, and again, what I'm thinking through this fantastic program, you have to reach them before you can teach them. I'm a believer in that.
Hey, before we go any further, I just want to say one thing, man. I'm sorry. I missed your birthday. Happy birthday, buddy.
Yeah, that was last week when it aired. It was my birthday.
That's on me for
the
forgetting.
birthday
I'm a terrible
boy.
guy.
How old are you turning? 35?
Yeah.
Oh, let's stay there. Yes. No, 46.
You're 46?
I'm 46.
Talk about the ancient spirits of evil from Thundercats.
I know, right? Mm-hmm. Now, but today, sub of the day.
Sub of the day.
Sub of the day is
Sub of the day.
brought to you by Zarley's. Is the Italian Stallion. Now, Scott, as always, what is on this sub?
Now, first off, this is probably our number one most famous sandwich. Everybody wants to come in here. You get men that come in the store, I'd say about 75% of the time they're going to order the Italian Stallion. That comes with your bread. You got that spread on the bottom that we love so very much, that delicious Zarley spread.
That's bread.
You've got some Capicolo, which is a spiced Italian ham.
Or gabagool.
Gabagoo.
Oh, and then on top of that, you've got some bologna. You've got your salami. You got your pepperoni. You got your lettuce, tomato, onions. You've got pepperoncinis on there. You got your oregano. You got your salt, pepper, vinegar, oil, all that delicious stuff, man. It's so good.
Made
You forgot something.
gnarly.
What did I forget? The love?
No, the creamy Italian.
Oh, that creamy Italian. Absolutely. I did forget that. And I make these things every day. You'd think I'd know by now.
And what do we got? What do we got paired up?
We've got our voodoo chips, which are amazing. Another Zap staple, the voodoo chips. They are kind of like a more tangy barbecue chip. But the crispness of those kettle chips and the flavor combined makes an outstanding pairing with that Italian Stallion. And then we've got the orange crush because you got to have a little bit of a sweet pop to go with the tartness of the chips and the It all works together fantastic. Come on down to Zarley's. Come see me. Mention it. You saw this sandwich on this podcast, and I'll throw in a bag of chips for free.
Wow.
Now, I noticed we got 2 little Zarleys up here, little statues. Heard we're getting a 6-foot one.
6 foot.
6 foot. And he's going to be
That's
holding
one tall troll.
that. He's not a troll. He's a Zarley.
He's a
He
Zarley.
is a Zarley.
You can tell from here.
But he's
I'm sorry, buddy.
But yeah,
I mean,
and it's gonna be 6 foot, and he's gonna be traveling to all the locations.
That'd be exciting.
He's gonna be going that when we open up new stores. He's gonna be there. Right now, he's just in the plaster cage. He doesn't have blue hair or nothing, but he looks pretty cool. He's 6 foot tall.
I've worked my whole life to get here, and they just made him that way. I feel bad now.
You didn't even make 6 foot yet.
I'm 5'6", short guy.
That's no.
I believe
Short on
Zarley.
tallness, tall on personality.
Absolutely.
I'm fantastic.
Welcome in.
So, what we're gonna do a little different.
All right.
We're gonna start the episode. Well, kind of about 10 minutes in. We're gonna do our Mount Rushmore first.
Oh, the Mount Rushmore first.
Yeah, because we got a lot to talk about with you. So I don't want to interrupt it with some other segments, and we'll go to the end. But I think today we're going to do Mount Rushmore of what you believe is your most favorite competitive sport or anything that you like to be competitive in. So
Okay.
we're going to start with you today.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for inviting me back too. I think it's fantastic.
We're glad you decided to come see us again because
We couldn't have
you
enough.
keep us motivated, man. Thank you so
I'm
much.
gonna,
Yeah, that was a quick week that just went by.
Boy,
man.
it was.
It felt
like what 30 minutes.
It felt like a whole hour ago, but
Yeah,
So-
it's not long.
So I have to ask, like, who motivates the motivator when the motivator needs motivation? Interesting.
That's a question I need to know too.
Caffeine.
Exactly. You have to hire somebody that's nice.
not caffeine.
Oh, there's no caffeine in that. That's right.
Competitive sport. I've always been very competitive. Thank you very much for that. Moving that around like that. So, bowling is probably one of the top sports for me. There was a time where I actually bowled very well, but I also coach the Norman High School bowling team. This is was my 14th year to do that.
Oh wow.
And I coached the some of the USBC, the minors as well, the juniors. But I'm not able to bowl for a couple of years because of my back. I hurt my back, a little car accident. But I'm going to get back in it when I turn 50. What? Or 55. But anyway, I love to bowl. I carried a pretty decent average there for a long time. And I'm a pretty competitive guy. When I was younger, table tennis was a big sport of mine.
Dude, me too. I was about to say that too.
Yeah,
Jeez, you and I are the same person, aren't we?
In a way, yeah, but I would kick your
You're
butt.
taking all
But
my
anyway,
stuff.
Yeah, but you can't beat me. But anyway,
Challenge
bet.
accepted.
Challenge accepted.
competitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'll ping your pong.
pong your ping. But anyway,
You got me back. I love it.
go.
clip that.
It's better to pong a ping than ping a pong. But anyway, it's actually, we call it, the ones that play well call it table tennis, just for your information.
Well, I don't play it well, so I just call it ping pong.
Okay.
I try to have a good time and beat.
We didn't say you had to be good at it. Just had to be your favorite.
Do we have to do more? Do we have to do more?
Yeah, 2 more.
Okay. Oh, we're doing
Dos
that.
más, por favor.
Okay, so let me see. Bowling, number 1 sport competitively. Table tennis, number 2 competitively. Number 3 is played a lot of baseball. So I was a big deal baseball player when I was younger, 40 years.
I bet you played shortstop, didn't you?
I was a center fielder and a catcher.
Ah.
Yeah, and a good hitter. But I hate to brag like that. I'm so sorry, guys. I mean, this is the second week up here.
I mean, you're almost one of the ZarleyBroz now.
I'm feeling a little Zarley.
Papa Zarley.
A big Zarley, actually.
Yeah.
Papa Zarley. Fantastic
Papa
Zarley.
Zarley.
Fantastic Zarley. Papa
so-
Zarley's my dad.
So let me see. Yeah, absolutely. And your dad, man.
One more.
Yeah.
One more. Okay, competitive. Could be anything. So competitive. I actually, when I was I ran a resort in Arkansas, Lake Hamilton Resort. And there for 2 summers, I drove race cars at the track up in Ida. And that was kind of fun.
What kind of race cars?
They were just small, not small, but they were the dirt race cars.
So
or a
rally
little dirt
stuff.
track. Yeah, no, not a rally. It was a little circle up in the middle of Arkansas. I think I raced 7 races or something like that. And
So like stock cars?
stock car. Thank you.
There we go.
Stock car. It wasn't a big time stock car, but it was the one that one of my maintenance guys put together.
Yeah.
So it was kind of fun as long as it ran. But anyway, that was fun to me. So there you go.
All right, AJ.
Fun, AJ.
Oh, let's see. Well, I kind of have to like football, not necessarily playing
Yeah.
it because, I get scared. I don't know, scared. I don't want to get hit too hard. But I think football's put.
He doesn't want to mess up his pretty face.
Yeah, I know. It's
Man,
too pretty.
he's
to get
pretty.
hit. And also, I was just born with a small amount of brain cells. CTE might put
And the
me
helmet
out.
wouldn't fit over that hair.
Yeah, I can't mess up the curls for the girls. But from a fan perspective, football's like my go-to sport. And then competitive wise, you're not competing against one each other in this, but it sure feels like it at times. But I do my stand-up comedy. There's kind of an edge you have to have that's similar in that, and you got to practice.
And practice.
Let me guess,
practice some more.
your next one's going to be quarters.
Quarters.
Yeah, the game quarters.
Oh,
Because you're a party boy.
not quarters.
Beer pong?
Maybe beer pong.
Beer pong.
That's up there. And then what else was I thinking of? Man, I don't know. Yeah, beer pong. Yeah, we'll put that as one. Is that 2 or 3?
That was 3.
That was 3, yeah.
Which
Uno
ones did I
mas,
say
por
so
favor.
far?
Football,
Oh yeah, football,
beer pong.
beer pong, and
So that was 2.
There was
You need
something
2
else.
more.
There was something else.
What was the other thing you said?
stand up. Yeah,
Stand-up
there
comedy.
you
Yeah,
go.
that was funny.
That is very
Yeah.
competitive. I mean, a lot of people want to do that now.
Some of them weren't good.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
Speaking of which, aren't you going to be tonight?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna do the. It's more of an open mic tonight, but that's hosted by my buddy Roscoe, who actually used to work for my dad at Sports Fanatic way back in the day.
Noise.
Kind of a crazy connection. He comes into Zarley's on Sapulpa quite a bit.
Good.
Yeah, he's got big boy with some chops.
Oh, I know that dude.
Yeah, it kind of looks like
Yeah.
Fred Durst. The
He's cool as hell,
Yeah,
dude.
he's a good dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hosts over there at the Tulsa Comedy Club. But then we'll also say competitive. But we'll say basketball too. I was pretty upset about the Thunder losing.
Oh.
That hurt my heart.
Aw.
Yeah,
Are they out?
yeah, they're out. Yeah.
Womp womp. Can we get the trombone?
Womp, womp, womp. There you go.
All right, Mr. Scott.
Well, our guest took 2 of mine.
Ah,
Bowling and table tennis, as he calls it.
that was each of them.
I'm going to have to go with a little something you guys probably don't even get into. I like to play competitive Overwatch. I like to play competitive Marvel Rivals.
Ooh,
I like
there
to
you go.
play, I like to play competitive Heroes of the Storm. That's another Blizzard game. And then as far as the last one goes, I'm going to have to say...
Dun, dun, dun.
I don't know. I really don't. He took mine and I didn't have any. So there you go. I like to play competitive e-gaming. Yes.
There you go.
Now I do know you. I think competitive arguing is a good one on you.
Well, I always win.
Say
Beg
that
to
to your
differ.
wife.
Trust me, she knows. I love you, baby.
Yep, you're in trouble. I would say my Mount Rushmore competitives. I'm gonna hit a little old school.
No kidding.
Pogs.
Pogs. Did you just break your mic?
No. Well, maybe.
That's all right, Jay. Da 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 da. Ow.
Do you know what pogs are?
Pop.
Pogs.
Pogs. Milk caps. Pogs.
Okay, back in the 80s and
90s,
90s,
Okay.
there was this little
dinosaurs.
there was there was
Different
little
thing I thought y'all
there
were
was
talking
little caps that you would basically set down, and then you'd have a slammer and you slam it and you flip them, and if you flipped them, you collected them.
You got to keep them. Like everybody was playing would put some pogs in, right? And they'd bet their
Wait,
pogs.
what's a pog?
It's like a little cardboard circle, and it's
Okay.
got decorations on it. A lot of people had different.
They were
things that
collectibles.
They enjoyed. Yeah, they were collectibles, and they'd have like Wonder Bread or whatever on there, and like everybody would put in so many pogs, and then everybody'd get a turn hitting, and then any they'd flip over, they'd get to keep.
Interesting.
So yeah, it's kind of like playing marbles, but with plastic or cardboard.
Ray, do you got the beeper button ready? I would Pog was a fat white girl.
Very nice.
Pog? I mean,
With
you're
a
not
teddy.
wrong.
That's a pag.
Gotcha.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I think
No,
we're gonna.
that's exactly what Pog is. I get what he's saying.
I think we might have to
I think he's too old
edit
for
that one out.
Well, that's the beep, 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 beep.
So then I would have to say my second is horseshoes. I love
All right,
playing
Grandpa.
some horseshoes.
Horseshoes are good.
Me and my dad, when we go camping, we always take our horseshoes out and we just 4 or 5 hours a day.
Yeah, our family we do a
Cornhole?
an annual, not cornhole, it's washers.
I am cornhole.
Do a washers tournament every year. Which I've gotten runner up like 4 times, has never won it.
That's too bad.
Now, I would probably say another competitive. I used to play track and field, so I used to love running.
Did you just
all
say
that.
I used to play track and field?
I used to do a lot of things in track and field. So technically, you did play it. I mean, it was fun to me. It really was.
It was fun to run.
It was. I mean, I did the 400-meter dash. I did the 800-meter dash. I did the 100-meter dash, and I was also a long jumper.
In 22.5 minutes. Ah.
I was back in high school. I did it pretty well. Thank you very much.
Pretty cool.
And my last one, I would probably say Magic the Gathering.
I can get on board
It's a
with
card
that.
game.
Yeah. Okay.
It's kind of
What's
like
your favorite deck?
Oh, my favorite deck. I mean, it didn't win a lot, but I loved the zombies.
Zombies?
Zombie deck was my
Yeah.
favorite.
I like slivers.
Yeah. Oh, that's a hard one.
Dude, my sliver deck is so hard to beat. Oh, it's so good.
Sorry, we're nerding out for a second.
Fascinating.
So,
Nerd alert.
all right, back to
Fascinating conversation.
it was fantastic. sir.
It is fantastic.
Pinkies out.
So
Back in my day.
we talked last week. We talked about you've been doing this for 50 years.
Well, yeah, no, actually, it's a bit more like 53.
Okay.
You don't even look that old. How you doing it that long? You come out of the womb and there you were. Fantastic.
Beard and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, actually, I don't drink or smoke, so that helps a lot. I think with age,
I think
when
so.
you're smoking or drinking a lot, people age quickly.
Yeah.
And it's been 40 plus years for me.
I mean, look at Charlie. He's 23.
What's there?
We just said I was 46. You can't even use that one.
I appreciate the compliment, but again, it's not that I'm perfect. I mean, there's things going on, but
You are really, really in good shape, man.
I tried-
I admire that.
Are you still doing your
I do 3/4 push-ups off the off counters, and in the morning I do anywhere from 100 to 200 in the morning.
That's
Same
impressive.
thing in the afternoon, same thing at night.
Oh, wow.
So I'll do 3 sets, and
That's why you're stacked.
yeah, thank you. But the deal is, I'm not been able to walk like I've wanted to, so I've gained a little bit of weight. But when you get to be 72, you start thinking about things that you're supposed to be doing, and eating right is one of them. So I'm not doing that really. But the bottom line is, I try to stay in shape. But thank you very much. It's a nice compliment.
Well, it's wholeheartedly true. I look at you and I'm like, man, if I ever get to be that age,
Oh,
I hope
yeah.
to be half as good in shape as you, man.
Very nice of you to say that. Absolutely. It doesn't take much except some diligence and some persistence
Oh,
and
I'm
some
screwed.
commitment and trying to be careful. You just try to be careful. But I do think, and I'm going to be very honest with you, I think that people that drink and smoke they have a tendency to look a lot older as life goes on. So,
And AJ's only 12.
yeah, except for AJ, he just keeps looking like
He's never had a
15.
drink in his life. Look at his
Yeah, I know.
face. Look at that innocent little face. He's never had a drink in his life.
No, I have
That's
not.
right.
What is drinking? I've never even heard of that.
What?
No, he doesn't. Drink.
So
he just thinks about it.
Beer? Huh?
But thank you very much for the compliment.
You're very welcome.
I appreciate that.
Wholeheartedly true, man.
So last week, like I said, 53 years, and you came up with a hospitality program called the Ambassador Program.
That's correct.
Let's talk about that.
Okay. All right. I happen to bring with me, and there's one for you and one for you, one for AJ. This is the Ambassador Guide. I've actually used this for, let me see, when did I start this? 1992. I don't know, that's been a few years. So I've changed it over the years.
That was
a
way
little
before
bit, but
Raymond was even born.
What's interesting about the Ambassador Program is the Ambassador Program is really about an individual who has a group, perhaps 2 or 3 or 4 people that come into your restaurant or stay at your hotel, and to realize they are the ambassador for your property. And kind of like, what does an ambassador do? Over the years and the things that I've seen in asking people to be nice, I mean, literally, an ambassador does things that basically help others realize their potential. And I just a real quick story. I had one of the properties I had. I think it was when I helped open Windstar, the restaurant down there, and I had a manager that came up to me and really upset. The fact is that he said, "I am not able to get my people to do anything. I try and I try. I keep telling them, and I think I keep showing them, but I can't get them to do what I need them to do." And so of course, just he and I talk, and he was a chef, by the way, and he had been in the business for quite a few years. And I wrote down on a piece of paper 2 words, and I don't have an extra piece of paper here, but that's okay. I folded up this piece of paper, and I said, if you'll do what I have on this piece of paper, and if you do this, it will change the way you manage people. But you have to do it. And I wrote these 2 words down, and I folded them up, and I said, don't look at it till you get to your house. If you can do these and look at these 2 words and change, you will be successful and people will listen to you. Read them, Charlie.
Be nice.
I was going to say eat tacos, but I'm sure that works too.
That's the problem. He ate tacos. Actually, very serious. I think if you'll notice on the first ambassador guide here, the
nice.
first one is be nice. And again, this is something that's a guide. This is something that over the years that I've learned that these are the things that I do. I have to do these things. When I help manage and take over properties, if I wasn't nice to people, I couldn't get them to do anything. I had to have patience because a lot of people tested it. So, oh, you're too nice. And the thing is, you have to practice that patience. You have to practice that pause and greeting people and being fantastic. If you see that third one, create opportunities to make, I'm going to give you just maybe 3 or 4 here, but create opportunities to make positive impressions means you need to do something to make a positive impression. The next one is never miss an opportunity to make positive impressions. What does that mean? That means when people walk into your door. It means when like, welcome to Zarley's, like you do. Mm-hmm. Answering the phone. What kind of etiquette do you have when you answer the phone? Well, how do you treat each other? So never missing an opportunity to make a positive impression is not for guests alone. It's for your team. Create opportunities. It means you got to move, do something, open the door for your staff. It's good to see you. Hey, I'm looking forward to working with you today. The environment that you create opportunities to be positive is a day-to-day routine. My philosophy was 10 positive impressions every day. Create 10 positive impressions, 5 for the staff and 5 for your guest. If you'll do that, you will almost double your revenue. We talked about this in one of the seminars as far as being able to increase revenue. You'll be blown away when people start being nice to each other in your environment, at your team. 5 positive impressions every day for the team and 5 positive impressions for your guest every day. Check them off. You say at the end of the day or end of a shift, did you make your 5 positive impressions today? What do you mean? Let's talk about it. That's where you're painting the picture. The picture has to be in focus over time. It's an evolutionary process. What that means is you over time create the environment. You can't do it the same day. It's almost like you tell somebody, hey, you're doing this wrong. I told you last week. Why you keep doing that? The reality is you have to teach it again.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be able to have patience, say, let me show you that. Let me show you again. As opposed to pointing and saying, you're not doing that right. I showed you like a month ago and you're still doing it. So how you handle those scenarios as a leader are very, very important. So never miss opportunities.
Patience, Charlie. Remember that. Patience.
That's the next one, by the way. It's to be patient. Interestingly enough, and I'll just go through a couple more. I actually I'm putting together a manual called The Secret Psychology Behind Hospitality, which is fascinating to me. Thank you. The fascinating thing to me is what we do every day, whether we're preparing food, schedules, training, hiring, is psychology. Absolute psychology. How do you turn a negative person into a positive person? You can't do that overnight. You have to turn them into a positive environment or person over time. It's an evolutionary process. So let me just finish a couple more things in the guide, and then I'll go through what I think is really critical. And again, I know you guys I don't want to be so heavy here today.
Oh no, we want you to be.
You sure? Okay, I don't want to go
that's why
through.
we have you on here.
All right.
We need this, and we want people to learn this also.
Okay. Well, yeah, fantastic. Be positive, have passion, be compassionate, be helpful, be humble, inspire people, respect people, be enthusiastic, do what is right, be courageous, be proactive, be kind, be encouraging, and walk the talk. This is something that, quite honestly, if people will just learn that this is what we do in this environment, your revenue will increase dramatically. It's amazing. So, to add to this a little bit,
And it goes without saying that whenever you got to do the right thing, you do it the right thing, even when other people aren't looking.
Yep.
that's true.
Because that's part of integrity. And once you have integrity, people pick up on that and they start to pick it up on their own too, right?
Yes. Yeah, integrity is a huge deal. I have that the integrity really, my first statement here in some of my notes, with great integrity, you will have great prosperity. And Ronald Reagan to me was a classic example of that integrity.
Absolutely.
After he got shot and he was in the hospital, he was recovering in his room, and his staff and everything were kind of outside the door. A nurse that had been taking care of him was coming back in and came back in to do something. And as she was leaving, she knocked over water, and she didn't realize she did. And President Reagan got out of his bed, got on the floor, and started wiping up the water. One of his aides walked through the door and said, "Mr. President, what are you doing? You just got shot 3 days ago." I wanted to make sure that young lady didn't get in trouble for spilling that water in my room. That is integrity.
It is.
No one's watching. He gets out of bed. He wants to make sure that nurse didn't get in trouble.
Yep.
How powerful could that President of the United States?
But if you look at that, that kind of hit that hit the be nice.
Yeah.
That hit respect people. That inspired other people.
That's right.
He was humble.
Passion.
He had passion,
Compassionate.
and compassion. Yeah, he was positive about the whole thing because he didn't want her in trouble. Yeah, I mean,
And he definitely walked the talk just by doing it.
Yeah.
He man of action, not words.
It's really amazing when we do things that people can't see. And that to me is really a sign of the individual's heart, not necessarily the mind. If you don't have a heart for hospitality and you're the last one at the restaurant to close up and you look at it over there and you go, whatever, I'm going to leave that for the guys in the morning or the ladies. And that's not integrity. That's the
What's
head.
that look for?
Huh?
It's just that we deal with it a lot.
Yeah.
We deal with all that. Yeah. So it's interesting because a lot of people over the years, when you start motivating people, it's not easy honestly to be able to get people to bring in somebody like me who's been there a long, long time to motivate people because the management thinks they do a great job. And I was in Orlando, a few months ago for a hotel general manager meeting for a group out of Atlanta. And fascinating, they just don't hear enthusiasm or positive talk. They don't know how to motivate people. So it's interesting some of the questions you get from general managers that say, well, when I get mad or angry, what do I do? Well, you have to have patience. That becomes your power. So just to add on to this, the psychology of all of this is fascinating. And when you look at every one of these issues here, as far as the statements of being nice and being humble, that is all psychology. It is how the mind works.
So what is the psychology of being nice? What's the psychology behind being nice?
I can read this, but
Or you can tell me.
I can tell you. The psychology of being nice is a feeling that you give to people that is comfortable, that they are able to relax more. They're able to recognize in that person that's nice, a nice person. They're going to do more things for that person. They're going to be more open to communicate with that person. They're going to be able to express some of their frustrations to that person. They're going to be able to, from a leadership standpoint, you're going to learn everything you need to know about what's going on from that one person if you're nice to that person. And not easy to do when people aren't nice back. It's not, they'll walk away from you. I'm not in the mood today. I'm tired. I mean, the reality check is it's not working. If it's working, then, they're going to listen. But you walk the talk. You're the one that is nice. When you're nice, you open the doors of opportunity for people to be able to express how they really feel. I mean, you know what I'm talking about there. It's like, I don't want, the age old, I don't want to talk about it. What do you mean you don't want to talk about it? You're obviously on the floor, you're preparing food and your attitude is really horrible right now. I don't want to talk about it. And that's one of the classic errors, I think, that we don't go and pull that person out from the environment. Don't mess with them. Don't mess with her. That's just the mood they get in. Don't even talk, occasionally they'll do it. So I actually speak on the consistency of being positive. 3 days you come to work, you're in a great mood. 2 days you come to work, you're not in a very good mood. That's not working. What's happening here? So I got things going on there and things at home. And we're dealing with a lot of things. It's not like I'll be honest with you, this is not a simple program. This is one of the most difficult programs you will ever implement, hospitality personality, because it's truly something that changes people. If you can't change yourself to be more active and more positive, you're not changing anybody else. They need to see in you change. That's what I learned. I had to change. I had to.
Now, I have another question.
Yes, sir.
So you go in, talk to these people about hospitality. Now, when a customer comes into let's say a restaurant, first person they come to is the hostess.
Right.
Then they get set at a seat. We'll say a sit-down restaurant. Then they get set at a seat. Then it's the waitress. And, of course, they have to have hospitality. They have to be nice, stuff like that. Then you have the manager. But what about the back of the house? They don't go in the kitchen. Do those people, should they be the same as the front? Should they follow these same things?
Some of the most powerful environments of hospitality are led by the people that work in the kitchen, because the respect that we show as leaders to the people that are working very hard to prepare food every single day, like Zarley's sandwiches and being able to say, I'm proud of this sandwich when I serve it. That's the recognition that we sometimes miss. The power is its engine, is the back of the house. That's the engine. So what I call it is a foundation. If you have a solid foundation in the kitchen, you can build the structure with the people in the front. And that's the cool thing. You can go as high as you need to, or build whatever you want to build, the types of food you're presenting, the way it's being presented, the attitude of, hey, folks, you're going to love this food. I mean, that's kind of psychology. But when it comes from the back of the house, to be able to serve it, and that person in the back, or those people in the back, or really they're part of the team. They're not back. They're people. They're the engine. They drive the operation. The structure is the leadership as far as who they surround themselves with, as far as taking care of people. It's cool. And you can, your operations, as you probably are feeling it, you can do anything you want to. You can have thousands of these restaurants one day because you know what the engine is. You know how to feed it. You know how to motivate it. You know how to make sure it's running right. And then the structure is all, folks, these people in the back take good care of you. Let's make sure that you acknowledge them. So that's that communication that sometimes is missing. All we do is like, hey, you missed that, or that's not right, or I have a complaint on that, or this. All they hear is negative feedback. You want positive feedback going in to balance the negative feedback. If there's not a balance there, then it's mediocrity. See, it's mediocre. It's going to either fail or be successful, but that's kind of, throwing the dice. It's like, but there you go.
Now, another question.
Yes, sir.
We've all worked with people that are, how you doing there? I'm okay.
Yeah.
What's your goal today? Not to die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How do you,
That's a good goal, though. I don't want to die.
how do you to create these people that just don't want to be there to be enthusiastic about their job? Because I mean, one of your things is be enthusiastic, but some people are not enthusiastic. How do you, how do you get, first thing in the morning, get your crew together? What do you call that?
Well, I mean, you have the pre-shift meetings and things like that.
But a lot of places don't do that.
Well, a lot of places do, but they don't do a very good job with it.
How would you do
I
it?
think, well, the reality check is the consistency of the message. It's painting the picture. We have a tendency to get away from the picture because we go over what happened. And whatever happened is gone. You're not changing anything that happened. You can change today, where you're going, and where you're growing. So what we do is we say, how can we grow today to do things better than we did yesterday? That's rising up to fantastic. That's how we live. That's how we motivate each other. And you bring it up. You talk about it. What can we do to make it a better place for you to work in? Tell me, give me some feedback. What can I do as a leader to help you become more enthusiastic? What does enthusiasm mean? There's the picture. There's the picture. Is it focused? No, not with them. You're inheriting lifetime of someone's personality that has been driven by probably some negative people. So you're bringing them in an environment that you want them to be positive. You're bringing them out of an environment they've grown up in, some people, and a lot of people. And the way they have lived and the way they know how to survive is by being able to just get by. I'm doing okay. You sure? You're not very enthusiastic today. I never have been. I get it. I understand it. What can we do to take small steps? I had a maintenance director at Lake Hamilton Resort that when I first got there, the property was doing very little business. I mean, I'm talking timber, beautiful property right on the lake, on a little peninsula. And I got about 30 or 40 people on the staff at that time. Got them together and talk to them about what we're doing. What can I do? Let's go around the room. Tell me some things that we can improve on. Tell me some things that are frustrating you, et cetera, et cetera. The last part of the meeting You need to be nice to everybody, or you're not going to be able to work here. Period. If you're not nice, you're going to lose your job. Tough. Ooh, yeah, real tough. Sometimes you have to be tough to be nice. So everybody's kind of looking at each other, thinking, wow. And so I want you to think about the picture we're painting here. Being nice is just being nice. Eye contact. How are you today? I happened to pass out mints to everybody. A guest came in, I gave mints to every single person at the staff members, and they had to pass mints out to the guest. We turned that hotel around in 7 months. It was lost $300,000 the year before. We made $680,000 the next year. It was $1 million turnaround because of the mints, because of the attitude. 2 days after that meeting, maintenance director Terry came to me. And he came into my office, really nice office. I was overlooking the lake. And, are we good? Fantastic. Somebody behind us over there that's kind of getting my attention. He seems like a great guy.
Oh, that's just Raymond. We let him out of his cage to make sure we can get all this filmed right. But after the show, he goes right back in that cage.
Okay. That's what I thought the cage was there for. Nice cage.
He has a bowl of water. He'll be all right.
Yeah, we're doing fine. So here's the deal. This is a very important conversation. It was a mandatory be nice deal. You have to be nice or you're not going to be able to work here. He comes into my office 2 days later. And you know that back in those days, it was back in 1992. He had remember those rings that maintenance people had, the big brown rings with all the keys on them? So he had that. He stood over my desk, put that set of keys about this high, which is about, by the way, 10 or 12 inches, and he dropped them in the center of my desk and said, I quit. I looked at him. I said, Terry, what do you mean you quit? I'm quit. You know, I've been a maintenance person in this city for the last 25 years. There's nothing that I can't fix. Air conditioners, you name it, plumbing issues, electric. I'm probably one of the best maintenance guys in the city. I'm quitting because nobody ever asked me to be nice. Nobody. I didn't have to be nice to any place I've been. Terry, here's the deal. Picked up his keys. I said, you come in the morning, spend 10 minutes with me. I'll have coffee ready for you. Please let me explain to you what we're doing with the picture. Let me paint the picture for you. Let me show you what we're doing. And so it was more of a communication. I learned about his family. I learned about his 5 kids. I learned about the fact that he had got, kind of pushed around and fired from some other places. I learned about the fact that nobody really seemed to care about him, including him. He didn't care about what he was all about. So I worked with him for probably 4 or 5 weeks, literally every morning. This is right after I got there, and just spent the time like we're spending now. And just let him know that it's okay. So I want you to try this, Terry, the second day. One time today during the day, I want you to be nice to somebody and say thank you, or you're welcome, or hi, how are you? And give them a mint, just one. So the second day it was 2 people, and on and on. 3 months later, the employee of the month was Terry. He loved having a personality come out. He loved dealing with the people. He helped with, getting the luggage in from cars, and he just changed dramatically.
Way to go, Terry.
Terry.
Terry,
Good
if you're
job.
out there, we love you, man. Keep it up.
Yeah. And also, Terry said to me, I'm practicing at home. And that's what I typically do in the program, the seminars I give, is don't come to work with a smile on your face. That's not what I'm all about. You go home and put a smile on the face of your family, and you bring that into work. Then I know you're real. You've got it from your heart. So, did I answer that question?
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Powerful.
Yeah. So that's a
Man.
story. And
That just makes me want to
you
go
know,
out and be
it-
nice.
You know,
That's
it's
right.
funny. This did not
glad you're here,
seem
Dave.
like.
Thank
this
you very much
episode-
for that story.
We're
very
at
cool.
45 minutes already. This is just.
Well,
I
let's
mean,
keep it going.
I could do this all
me too.
day.
Me too.
But I know you do have a long drive home.
That's true.
But I mean, if you want to go over more, we can.
I really want to, just in case, another one. Hopefully, you guys invite me back again one day.
Oh
Because I want to launch this apparel company I'm launching. I mean, it's totally out of my character to launch an apparel company, but I want to do it because I think it's going to help a lot of people wear something that reminds them of what they want to become. That's really fantastic. But I got to tell you the story real quick, and then unless you have other questions about Joe Kovacs. Do you remember me telling you about Joe Kovacs? Do you remember that one?
Was he a baseball guy?
He could have been.
With a name like that, he should have been.
He's from Mishawaka, Indiana. Met him in 1977 at the Sheraton downtown. I was the assistant manager at the hotel. We needed a controller, and Joe happened to be referred to us from another hotel in Atlanta. And
He apparently had a bad attitude.
no, he actually was looking for a job. We didn't have a controller at the time. I forget what happened. I think I just recently took it over, and the hotel. And so Joe, I said, Joe, okay, here's what I'd like to do. I'd like to offer you a job because I already checked a couple references before he got there. Took him a while to get in to see me. I mean, he probably had to 45 minutes later after he got there. It was a long time. And I said, Joe, I want to offer you a job. And here it is. So I offered him a job. He said, before I accept your job, I want to be able to go back into the kitchen every morning. Okay. And make cinnamon rolls because I want to invite the guests back to my office when they check out for a cinnamon roll. I said, you want to come in early to make cinnamon rolls? Yes. I said, you got it. No problem. I have no problem with that. So he'd come in and make cinnamon rolls. He ended up to be one of my best friends, by the way. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little emotional because I try not to use my seminars when this comes out. But you see, Joe, when he was 18 years old, was going after his Boy Scouts, Eagle Scout badge. And they went up, he's from Mishawaka, Indiana, and he went up into northern Michigan to try to get some of the things done to get his badge. And he did. 3 days after he got back from that camping trip to get his Eagle Scout, he fell flat on the pavement while waiting for the school bus. It was his senior year. He ended up getting polio.
Oh, no.
And I didn't realize when he first interviewed that it took so long to get out of the car because he literally had a way to have to get out of the car. He had enough strength to be able to move himself, kind of like this. He never, ever missed an opportunity to make a positive impression. He would ask the front desk people to send the guests back. Guests would start checking out. They'd say, is Joe working today? And he loved talking with people. He was in a wheelchair. He spent 6 months in an iron lung from 18 to 24.
Wow.
Recovering. And his wife also had polio. They met, I'm trying to think of the place that they met, Warm Springs. And Franklin Roosevelt actually did his recovery there at the same place Joe was. So he got to the point where he could get out, he could drive, but 6 years he was in an iron lung. Those of you who don't know what an iron lung is, it breathes for you. It's about the size of this table, and
You lay in it.
yeah, and it breathes for you. He put a mirror. I'll wrap this up pretty quick here, and I know you guys are
you're right.
have stuff, but he put a mirror over his head, and anybody that would walk into his room or come to see him, if they did not have a smile on their face, get out, come back with a smile on your face. Life is too short. So he taught me lessons, and we ended up to be really, really close friends. And he never missed an opportunity to make a positive impression. And at the end of the day, while he was leaving, he was in his wheelchair, and I was across the hall. I'll never forget this. He looked over at me as I'm running around the hotel, and I stopped, and he said, "David." I said, "Yeah, Joe." He said, "Remember, we're number one fantastic." He had to use his other hand to raise his arm up. He used a columnar pad to move from one column to the next by pushing his arm over to write down. He never missed an opportunity to get in there and give somebody a piece. He only got to the point where he had enough strength to do one cinnamon roll, but he had the chef cut it so everybody could get a piece of cinnamon roll.
Oh.
You talk about someone that really mentored me from an attitude standpoint. If somebody can stay 6 months in that type of condition, Warm Springs, Georgia, that's where he had his recovery, and be positive and never miss an opportunity to make a positive impression. I said, "Yeah, Joe, go home." I was just a young kid, had no idea till that time when I said, "I need to do fantastic." And the story continues, but I'll stop there because he passed away, and right before he did, he wanted me to see him, and he told me, he said, "David, don't ever stop teaching number one fantastic." I said, "Okay, Joe, I promise." There you go. It's not a sad story because it really influenced me a lot. So remember that when you're talking to people about their negativity and all of that. It's like, life is short.
Here's to his memory, guys.
Here's to Joe's memory. Hallelujah.
Thank you, Joe.
That's very, very Zarley. Thank you. Thank you.
That
guys.
is Zarley.
Man, thank you for sharing that.
Yes. Thank you. Okay.
We
Well,
love you, brother.
we have
You guys too. Thank you.
we have one more segment. Don't be that a-hole.
Oh, goodness. I'm sorry.
What a jump.
I know, right?
What a jump.
Mr. Scott,
I'm sure Joe would appreciate
Yeah.
it.
you wanted to bring something up today?
Yes. And, on today's Don't Be the A-hole, it's not necessarily being an a-hole, but I think whenever you go into a restaurant and you're going in to try something new, like this is a brand new place. I can't tell you how many times I've been at Zarley's working, and I'll have new people come in and they'll say, "This is my first time at Zarley's. What do you recommend?" And I'll be like, "Oh, well, you should try the Italian Stallion, the chicken bacon ranch, or the roast cheese." "Oh, that sounds great. Yeah, let me get that. But take off the Zarley spread." My heart breaks every single time they say that because literally Zarley spread is what makes us Zarleys. I mean, anybody can make a sandwich, but Zarley's, we got that Zarley spread. It's delicious. It's fantastic. And you're taking it off and you're missing the whole experience. These are flavor experiences, but it's not a matter of Zarley spread. It's when you go to try something new. Don't be scared. Reach out, try something new because that's what life's all about. Tasting new things, experiencing new things. Don't be scared.
That's absolutely right.
And the chefs and people who make the menu, they put a lot of love into it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you try it and you don't like it, next time say, "Hey, I tried the Italian Stallion and I think it would be better without the Zarley spread." Then get it, but at least try it.
At least try it.
Try new things. I mean, I always have. I don't say no to new food ever. If I never tried it, I try it.
Yeah.
But again, we thank everybody for coming in. Oh, Father's Day. Did it just happen? Yes, it just happened. So happy Father's Day to all the dads out there.
Great, yeah.
Happy Father's
So-
Day. All the kids you don't know
Dad.
about out there.
Shoot. No, not me.
Well, you are the party boy.
Nah.
But everybody, stay gnarly.
Stay gnarly.
gnarly.